It's a beautiful day for some DSA, and guys, welcome back again to the Cozy Club. Now, so much yesterday, both in the comments in my YouTube video and also in my Discord, I got asked over and over, Cozy, what are raids in general? And a lot of people, I forget, do not come from other mobile games like this or other games like World of Warcraft or like Destiny or other, again, mobile games like this, like Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. So in today's video, we're going to break down exactly what raids are, what you can expect in this speculative game mode that we're thinking is coming, guys. Obviously, I've seen some people think it's not going to be raids. Between the Relic of Death's gear that we have seen, also with the teaser footage that we got the other day, I just don't think this is going to be a Tower of Endurance type of thing, and seeing something of the grand magnitude that is Ursula on this giant ship, it spells raids to me. So for today's video, we're going to jump into the question of what exactly are raids. Now, guys, raids are mega battles, which prove to be the most difficult content typically in these type of games, whether, again, it's Destiny or other mobile games. And then, guys, yes, individuals can emerge all-stars in these raids, but usually the entire guild is needed in order to have complete success. Now, again, I'm going to do my best to describe how raids are. And guys, yes, this is all speculative, and we don't know if this is exactly how it's going to be within DSA, but this is going to be my best guess at what I think is going to be coming to us here sometime. I believe, hopefully, it's going to be sometime before December. That's obviously the hope. I don't know exactly how long these game modes take to make, but we're going to try to put on our tinfoil hats and guess, guys. Let's hop right on over to the footage here. And I want to show you guys somewhat of background behind me is going to be the Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes raid. So you guys can kind of see what it looks like in another game that's just like this. You can see here there's that phase bar at the top of the screen. You've got the big boss that is the Rancor, and in this case we're speculating that that's going to be Ursula. And then you have your squad under you that can take on the boss. Jumping over to another kind of raid within Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Here's another one, guys. Another example of multi-level, multi-phase raids in which you will be all together in a club. So let's break down exactly how raids work in general and what you guys, again, can expect to see in some form or fashion in this game if raids is truly the game mode, which, again, we're thinking it is. All right, so first of all, guys, raids usually have one main target, but there's multiple phases, and of course there's that health bar in the top. We don't know if this is what we're going to see, but typically you go through different phases that are going to bring different challenges for your roster and your entire club. Now, the first thing I want to start out in saying in this video, guys, is expect to lose. Guys, this should be the hardest content that we see within Disney Sorcerer's Arena. No, we should not beat this on day one, and we're probably not going to beat this on day one. So you want to strap up, get your thinking on, because it is going to take a lot of strategy, as there's going to be so much different oncoming damage, effects, and just in general, a lot of different things that we're not used to playing in our day-to-day DSA journey. So we're going to have to come up with the best characters that fit. For instance, great example, if we can remove, if the boss that we're fighting has turn meter, then obviously someone like Bubbles, Cobra Bubbles, is going to be great in removing said turn meter. So there's going to be different characters that are good. And guys, let's say there's a bar of 100%. Don't act surprised if you can only take off 2 or 3%, as your club should have about 50 people, and all more the merrier. We work on it together to get the job done, guys. Again, this should be hard. And let's back up and talk about the tiers. Now, this is in other games, but typically there's going to be different tiers, right? So the low-level clubs can go right in and take this on, and then the high elite, chubby dolphin, crazy clubs can take on some of the hardest content that DSA is going to have to offer, in my opinion. And so typically, like I said, if it's the first tier level, let's say, and it's a very easy Ursula, the rewards are going to scale. I can't talk. The rewards are going to scale to that, my friend. So essentially, if you beat the easiest raid over and over, you're not going to be getting as much rewards as if someone just completing the hardest raids. And typically, speaking of rewards, what we can expect for the main part are things probably like, again, the tier 8 gear. We can definitely expect that as we see the Relic of the Death symbol, right? But not only that, we can expect character shards. Now, sometimes they like to introduce shops that we can use currency in and buy additional character shards, let's say Ariel. Or we're going to be aiming for the big legendary shards, which usually is the boss you're fighting, but it also can be something else entirely with to do with the battle. So we might see Little Mermaid character Sebastian, King Triton, or we might just earn Ursula shards. And yes, it's going to take some time because the rate in which you unlock them is at a slow pace. Remember, guys, this is probably going to take a lot of trial and error, and that's why we're going to, as a Cozy Club, come up with the best strategies on how to go through each phase, or whatever it ends up being. We're going to find the best strategy to take down the Sea Witch. Now, I'm pretty sure I've covered just about the main stuff you need to know outside of using your roster. Now, it does vary from game to game, but typically you can use your whole roster one time, or sometimes each day you go in, it's going to be probably a multi-day event, but each day you go in, you can reuse that roster. Now, sometimes there are going to be character-specific bonuses within the raid itself, and sometimes it's not that case, but Oceanics, let's say, might get a plus 20% attack power against the raid or something like that. So you can expect us to be farming and recommended going after those characters that have the best chance to do damage. And that's what I was talking about on the last video about, essentially, guys, this is going to be great for the health of the game. Raids are usually very replayable and we can just pop them up over and over. But also, guys, it's going to open up your roster. Now, some characters, essentially, I've been seeing a lot like, hey, guys, Ariel up to this point, kind of a worthless character, but now she's obviously going to be a lot better, or at least I would imagine Ariel getting some type of a bonus going into the raid. So this breathes breath of fresh air into a lot of the old characters, and it's going to make some characters that aren't good in live PvP or Club Conquest good in raids, guys. So again, this is what you can expect to see. That's kind of the simple breakdown and my best guess of what we're going to see within DSA. And guys, it could be something entirely different, but I'm going back and looking at these Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes games that I've played in the past, and it's just lining up. It's lining up to be somewhat the same. In that game, again, we've got the gear that was unlocked behind a raid, and then it was a Rancor, and the Rancor worked in a very similar fashion. But again, what I want to reiterate, guys, is find a club that fits your best playstyle. If you want to go all in on these raids, start looking now. There's plenty of awesome clubs to join. The Cozy Club being one of them. You can join my server to check that out. Guys, also, last bit of random note here as we close up our discussion on raids. Yes, we'll be talking about them and all the content coming later on, but when you join the Discord, I've gotten so many questions that decided, hey, let's answer it in this video. When you join the Discord, there's going to be a rules section. Make sure you go ahead and hit the emoji so you can see the rest of the channels. I get so many messages on that, so I wanted, obviously, to recommend this. And now for top-end players, the good news is this should bring, excuse me, the Gear 8 tier gear that we will be able to unlock some more abilities and more access to these characters. Hero being one of the main highlight characters. Let me bring him up here for a second. But just to show, if tier Gear 8 does come out, you can go over here and check out his leader ability, and everyone's going to be gaining 5% more speed. So, obviously, in my opinion, early spoiler alert, this is probably going to be the character you want to take to T8 first. But we're just going to have to see. Guys, hopefully this brought a little bit more knowledge into what raids are going to be in DSA, or at least the best guess, so that you can start preparing. Don't go all in on, guessing what this might be or what characters you might want to level up. Oceanics probably have a strong case to be better in this raid than others. Guys, I'm just excited about some new PvE content. Hopefully, we get more and more content. We get PvP maybe next. I know in the DSA question and answers, they said they're going to be working on the art style in the game as well. So that's going to be a welcome refresh. Guys, super excited when we're going to see these raids. Hopefully, it's sometime soon. Y'all, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, like the video. I will be streaming tonight on Twitch, which is Friday. We're always streaming on Fridays. And until next time, my friends, stay cozy. There. Now, this is going to be the moment. If I bring back Baloo with this hammer, I swear... Come on! Don't do it to me!